All right, I'm going to do something interesting here. This 562 XP, I'm going to go ahead and cut a slice off of this stump. It's about 28-inch bar. I bet you it's going to take almost every bit of it. So let's see how this goes, and then I'm going to see if I can get some with the 620PW as well. About 28 inches. Let's do the Echo. couple observations here. 562 seems like it's really thirsty. I filled that thing up. It ran out of fuel and almost ran out of fuel bucking this up right here. This guy, I cut down the tree. I bucked some up. See if I can tell how much fuel's left in here. I am, gosh darn it, I would say I'm a third of the way full on this guy here. I cut the second stump off here, and mind you, I filled up before I cut this off. So I felled the tree with this saw. I did some bucks. I cut up a little bit more. I feel like the 562s, I feel like it goes through fuel a little bit faster, everybody. I like the 28 versus the 27. It helps. That 1 little inch helps a little bit. If you're going to have one be this big, I wish they would just put a 28 on this for Echo. I wish Echo would have just done that. Saw runs great. It might be more fuel efficient, which would be shocking. Be absolutely shocking, actually. I expected the opposite. That was my assumption. But anyway, you can see they both cut through this. They feel different. The saws do feel different. I'm gonna say that one is the Husky is a little bit more of a pleasure to use. I guess that'd be the best way to put it. This is a good tool. It will get the job done for sure, and I trust it. I trust this to be extremely reliable in the long run. That the Husky has that weird electronic stuff going on with it, which is what makes it run so good, but at the same time potentially could be quite a nightmare. See if this thing starts up here. I bet you the Husky doesn't start. Now again, guys, I have not done that reset yet because I want to see if the saw is going to sort itself out. Just curious. Should I put it on fast idle or not? Let's try it without fast idle. See what happens here on this guy. Saws side by side. It's a big difference in the size there. I'm going to keep both of them, guys. I'm going to run both. If I get in bind with one, I can get out of the bind with the other saw. That 562, if you were to put a 20-inch bar on it, I don't think it'd be too much heavier than that 545, but again, I don't know if I'd gain that much by doing so. A lot of people like to run those with a 20. I feel like you may as well just have a 550 XP at that point, because they got that Husky small mount. But this with a 24, 28, it runs great. I think it does good. For my purposes, I don't know if I need a 70cc saw around my property. I mean, the answer is I don't need a 70cc saw because I don't have very many large bucks. And I feel like that thing went through everything here very quickly. I've got chips on the ground everywhere. My whole entire driveway is covered in chips. The majority of it was done with the 562. Some of it with the 545 over on the ground over there. I'm happy with the saw. I'm happy it starts right off the bat from cold start. That's good. I really do think that my tough start was the result of running it a very short amount of time with 50 to 1 at the dealership, and then bringing it home and putting 40 to 1 in it. I think I messed up the calibration, possibly. I don't know, unless I flooded it. But guys, I know how to start these Husky saws because I'm not a new owner of one of these auto-tune saws. I know I should have possibly done that tree differently. The honest truth is I didn't want to rent a bucket truck. I feel like that would have been the best way to do it. Maybe I could have fallen. You know what? In hindsight, I probably could have notched the tree and fell the one side this way and the other side that way. But in reality, I actually did not want the tree to go that way because I was worried about some of the limbs reaching out and touching that power and that fiber. It didn't, but at the same time, I just did not want that. I didn't want it to go that way. But by rights, if I would have notched it, it would have been more this way. Because it had like a C, a hollow C this way, okay, and it had one around this backside here. So really, I mean, I could have fallen it that way, but again, I think it would have gotten closer to those lines, and that's not what I want to do. And then this one here, I mean, to really notch it, it would have been more that way versus here where it landed, which I guess would have been okay as well. But I didn't want to fall it towards that tree there. So, oh, my wife and kids are home. My kids are going to be like, oh my gosh, that tree is gone. So I better get running. Okie Woodsman, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, thumbs up. Check out my house build if you haven't seen that video. I have a video of it's kind of a slideshow, and I narrate it. It's a real brief overview of the house building from when we were basically clearing, logging, and then building, and got it to almost where it's at now. So check that video out as well if that's of interest to you, if you've been thinking about building your own house out in the country. Have a good one.